Well, hello, my people. How's it going? Hopefully, you guys are having a super fantastic Wednesday. Hopefully, things are going the way that you wanted them to go. If not, it will definitely get better. All right, so for this particular video, guys, we are going to address taking a leap of faith, okay? Now, first things first, guys, I want to ensure that we understand that when we're talking about taking a leap of faith, this has everything to do with you going outside of the box and committing an inspired action that is divinely guided, that is in alignment with your spiritual contract, okay? That is going to take you from one place in your life or one place in your journey to the next, okay? This is what a leap of faith pretty much is, okay? But there's some things that we need to discuss, all right? Now, a leap of faith is going to require you guys to, number one, you're going to have trust, and you're going to have faith. These are not the same thing at all. You can have all the faith in the world that something is going to work out. But if you don't take inspired action, inspired, divinely guided action steps, along with having faith, then what you're doing is not going to render any positive results or any results at all, okay? Faith has everything to do with you believing that the inspired action steps that you are taking are actually going to lead you to a point to where whatever it is you're attempting to achieve is going to be achieved, okay? That's what faith is. Trust is your ability to actually take the action. This means despite the fears, despite the concerns, despite the fact that you don't know what's going on, despite the fact that you're not being filled in on anything, despite the fact that it may look like nothing is even happening, you still have to keep moving forward. And you still have to follow the divinely guided action steps that you were told to take. This is called trust. Do you understand? Faith and trust are not the same thing. You can have all the faith in the world and not take any steps, and you will not receive anything that you're supposed to get. So let's not be confused. Yes, you must have faith, but you also must have trust. And trust requires that you actually take action steps, okay? So when you are on your spiritual pathway, on your journey, ensure that you not only have faith, but you are taking the divinely guided steps that you're supposed to take. Now, here's the deal. When it comes to taking a leap of faith, when you're trying to get from one aspect of your journey to the other, it is going to be a requirement that you do something that is completely out of your comfort zone, and it's going to sound completely, totally crazy to other people. But here's the deal. Stop caring about what other people think, because 9 times out of 10, the Most High, the creator of all things, probably told you to be quiet and to not go telling your business to everybody anyway. Y'all, there's a reason why everybody has an individual spiritual contract. It is because it's between you and the Most High, you and the creator of all things, you and Christ, you and the universe. It is not between you and another human. Nobody cares about what they think. And let me tell you why you don't need to care about what they think. Because the vision and that journey and that pathway was not given to them. It was given to you. So you have no reason to have anybody to validate your journey. Your journey has already been validated by the creator of all things, by the Most High. Now, if you are not sure that the message that you're receiving is from the creator of all things, or if it's from the Most High, then that is when you need to work on cultivating a relationship to where you can fully recognize and understand the energy. Okay? Now, once you have gotten to that point to where you fully recognize and you fully understand the energy of the Most High, the creator of all things, and there is a back and forth, living, breathing, communicative relationship to where you can ask a question and you get an immediate response and you actually hear the creator of all things and the Most High talking to you, then you already know you're there. You've made it to that point. Okay? You are on that timeline. All right? Once you get to that point, you're going to be given specific instructions on what you need to do. These are navigational, it's like a navigational tool. Make a left here, make a right here. Okay, take 2 steps back, take 3 or 4 steps forward, jump, take a leap, All of these things will be told to you, not only by the creator of all things, but also by your spirit team. Now, understand that you have free will. If at any point you decide to use your free will to back out of your journey, once you get into it, whatever happens to you is going to be fate, and you will lose your spiritual protection. Understand that when you get on your journey and you're in alignment, okay, and you're not doing things to hurt people, excuse me, you are just doing what the creator of all things instructed you to do, you will receive spiritual protection. I'm not going to get into that right now, okay? That's not the topic of this particular video, okay? But just know that that comes with that, okay? So here's the deal. Excuse me. Somebody don't want me to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. All right, now, once you receive your divinely guided instructions, you've implemented faith, you've implemented trust, okay? And at this point, you and the creator of all things are talking, you're being divinely guided along your journey. You're going to be told, okay, now it's time for you to take a leap of faith. And you're going to look around and you're going to see a cliff, okay? This is metaphorical, okay? It's not really, or figurative, okay? It's a cliff. You're going to be told to make a decision. And it's going to look completely crazy to everybody who's watching you, okay? And the only time you need to worry about the people that are watching you is if these people can determine if you breathe the next minute or not. And if they can't determine that, then you really shouldn't care about what they think. Now, you're going to be told to take a leap of faith. You're going to be required to jump. And you're going to see all of the other cliffs. You're going to see the rocks at the bottom. You're going to probably feel like, what the hell is this? Like, really? Really, is this even safe? You're going to feel that way. And you're going to have to implement trust, and you're going to have to freaking take the leap of faith. This is a part of the journey. If you ever hear the stories about the people who made sacrifices and one day they were homeless, the next day they happened to get in contact with a divine appointment, and the person with whom they had an appointment with, they successfully implemented whatever they were supposed to do, and that person recommended them to somebody else, and then somebody else saw how great they were, and they got moved along the line. They leveled up, they made more money, they became millionaires, all because they followed their divine pathway. That is what that is. Even though they never call it a divine pathway, that's how they got there. So when you hear about these miracles of people going from rags to riches, it is because they were actually on their divine pathway and they were in alignment with their spiritual contract. This has nothing to do with religion. This has everything to do with the personal relationship. Some of those people are not even religious. They were just on their divine pathway and they fulfilled their divine contract. So they went from rags to riches, and they took the uncharted route. They took the pathway that most people would never take. That is what they did. And then this is how you do it, people. That's how it's done. Okay. So in the next video, we're going to talk about accuracy, precision, landing, but not falling. Okay, so that's in the next video. I hope this taught you guys something. Have an amazing day. We'll talk later. Bye.